Good afternoon, everybody. It is the 27th of November, 2020. More evidence is coming to light on the electioneering fraud that's taken place in our country and basically around the world. What has come to me, and thank you to those who give me news tips. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Keep in mind, the news of today is Vucic, the Serbian prime minister, has made friendly overtures to Turkey and has basically betrayed his own people. Okay, Turkey, everybody knows about Turkey, how they will empire build. I'll just leave that at there. And the other news today, huge news, was reported by the New York Times earlier this morning, and that was of the Iranian nuclear physicist that was killed. He was assassinated, literally assassinated, and there's a lot of news coverage about that now, and there's an awful lot of smug pro-Israeli people in our country that is carrying on about it. And it just seems like the military industrial complex has gone absolutely giddy with this news. Anyway, so both of those items have basically done well to basically deflect the attention from other Israel and Serbia news or anything that would affect the search engine optimization to kick this particular story off of the web or the attention of people looking for it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. This is a document that's been filed in the courts as evidence submitted by a programmer, hacker, whatever you want to call it, or a forensic computer person. Okay, he does declare that he is the age of 21 years old and under no legal disability, which would prevent from giving that declaration. 2, I was an electronics intelligence analyst under the 305th Military Intelligence with experience gathering SAM missile system electronics intelligence. I have extensive experience as a white hat hacker used by some of the top election specialists in the world. The methodologies I have employed represent industry standard cyber operation toolkits for digital forensics and OSINT, which are commonly used to certify connections between servers, network nodes, and other digital properties and probe network system vulnerabilities. I am a U.S. citizen and I reside in the blank location of the United States of America, whereas the Dominion and Edison research systems exist in the Internet of Things, whereas this makes the network connections between Dominion, Edison research, and related network nodes available for scanning. And whereas Edison Research's primary job is to report the tabulation of the count of the ballot information as received from the tabulation software to provide Decision HQ for election results. And whereas Spiderfoot RubTechs are industry standard digital forensic tools for evaluation network security infrastructure, these tools were used to conduct public security scans of the aforementioned Dominion and Edison research systems. 7, a public network scan of DominionVoting.com on 2020-11-08, which means November 8th of 2020, revealed the following interrelationships and revealed 13 unencrypted passwords for Dominion employees and 75 hashed passwords available in TOR nodes. And you can see the graphics here. I will put this on my Facebook. Look at the Truth Frequency News website page on Facebook. You can find it there. I'm going to post this here. Anyway, number 8, the same public scan also showed a direct connection to the group in Belgrade as highlighted below. And he has taken good pictures and shown good screenshots of this DominionVoting.com. The cursory search on LinkedIn of Dominion Voting. Don't forget all those Dominion people who were removing their profiles from LinkedIn. There's a reason. Now you'll take a look and see. A cursory search on LinkedIn of Dominion Voting on 11/19/2020 confirms the numerous employees in Serbia. An additional research of Edison Research on 2020 November 8th showed that Edison Research has an Iranian server as seen here. Inputting the Iranian IP into RobTex confirms the direct connection into the Edison Research host from the perspective of the Iranian domain also. This means that it is not possible that the connection was a unidirectional reference. That means it wasn't just going one way. A deeper search of the ownership of Edison Research, edisonresearch.com, shows a connection to BMA Capital Management, where shareaffear.com and bmacapital.com are both connected to the edisonresearch.com via a VPS or virtual private server, as denoted by the VPS at the start of the internet name. Dominion Voting is also dominionvotingsystems.com, of which there are also many more examples, including access of the network from China. The records of China accessing the server are reliable. You can look in the Wayback Machine, as you can see here. And China Unicom and dominionvotingsystems.com. Go at the regular URL, or the registrar URL is godaddy.com, province Hunan, China. Yeah, guys, this is what's going on. So there again, this is gonna be posted on my Truth Frequency News page on Facebook. I don't know where else to park this. 11. BMA Capital Management is known as a company that provides Iran access to capital markets with direct links publicly discoverable on LinkedIn, found via Google on 19 November 2020. Mohammed Tala, BMA Capital Management Limited, and the FMR at PAC Iran, a joint investment company in Pakistan. The same Robetex search confirms the Iranian address is tied to the server in Netherlands, which correlates to known OSINT of Iranian use of the Netherlands as a remote server. You can see the advanced persistent threats APT 33 and 34. A search of the indivisible.org network shows a subdomain which evidences the existence of scorecard software in use as part of the Indivisible, formerly ACORN, that's ACORN, political group for Obama. Do you guys remember Obama and the ACORN? Oh, Brooks Agnew is going to love this. Anyway, 13. Each of the tabulation software companies have their own central reporting affiliate. Edison Research is the affiliate for Dominion. Beanfield.com, out of Canada, shows the connections via co-hosting related sites, including dvscorp.com. And you can see all this. He's given pictures of everything. This Dominion partner domain, DVS Corp, also includes an auto discovery feature where new in-network devices automatically connect to the system. The following diagram shows some of the related DVS Corp R.com mappings, which mimic the infrastructure for Dominion and are an obvious typo derivation of the name. Typo derivations are commonly purchased to catch redirect traffic and sometimes are used as honeypots. The diagram shows that infrastructure spans multiple different servers as methodology. And he gives a lot of details. The above diagram shows how these domains also show the connection to Iran and other places, including the following Chinese domain highlighted below, DVS Corp R or DVSCOPR.com, Chinese domain. The auto discovery feature allows programmers to access any system while it's connected to the internet once it's part of the constellation of devices. See the original Spiderfoot graph. Dominion Voting Systems Corporations in 2019 sold a number of their patents to China via HSBC Bank in Canada. You can see the proof of that here. This person has really done a great job. Anyway, moving on, Dominion Voting Systems Corporation, SBC Bank Canada, as collateral agent. Isn't that fun? The ballot level this is the description. Ballot level security features for optical scan voting machine capable of ballot image processing, secure ballot printing, and ballot layout authentication and verification. Inventors: Eric Coomer, Larry Korb, Brian Glenn Learman. Smartmatic creates the backbone like a cloud. SCYTL, which you guys have heard in the news, is responsible for the security within the election system. The GitHub account for Skytl, or SCYTL, JSeats has some of the programming necessary to support a much broader set of election types, including a decorator process where the data is smoothed. See the following diagram provided in their source code. So here you've got the diagram here, and unrelated, but also a point of interest is CTLCL. That's the Center for Tech and Civic Life, funded by Mark Zuckerberg, within their GitHub page. One of the programmers holds a government position. The Bipcoop repo shows Tandereg as one of the developers, and he works at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. 20. As seen included document titled AA20304A, Iranian Advanced Persistent Threat Actor identified obtaining voter registration data. That was authored by Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, with a product ID of AA20.304A on a specified date, October 30th, 2020. CISA and the FBI reports that Iranian APT teams were seen using AcuteNix, a website scanning software, to find vulnerabilities within election company websites, confirmed to be used by the Iranian APT teams by seized cloud storage that I had personally captured and reported to higher authorities. These scanning behaviors showed that foreign agents of aggressor nations had access to U.S. voter lists and had done so secretly or recently. In my professional opinion, he says, this affidavit presents unambiguous evidence that Dominion voter systems in Edison research have been accessible and were certainly compromised by rogue actors such as Iran and China. By using servers and employees connected with rogue actors and hostile foreign influences combined with numerous easily discoverable leaked credentials, these organizations neglectfully allowed foreign adversaries to access data and intentionally provided access to their infrastructure in order to monitor and manipulate the elections, including the most recent one in 2020. This represents a complete failure of their duty to provide basic cybersecurity. This is not a technical issue, but rather a governance and basic security issue. If it is not corrected, future elections in the United States and beyond will not be secure, and citizens will not have confidence in the results. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Executed this 23 November 2020. Okay, people. We all need to, even if our candidate won, even if the candidates we voted for won in our states, in our districts, we need to have a class action lawsuit. Okay, the whole of the United States needs to demand paper ballots, valid ID, voter registration. All three of those things must be done. And we need to sue for a new election, nationwide election, including Tennessee, all the red states. You must demand a new election, paper ballots that all have barcodes on it that is associated with the voter registration of each person. Might as well go ahead and throw some purple ink in there too. No, that's easy. I would like that. I would like to see that every voter have dip their finger in the ink and have indelible ink on their finger, just like how they do in Syria. Anyway, so we've got a lot of work to do. We must take control of our country. And even if, which I doubt, I doubt that Donald Trump lost this thing. I really do. Even if he did, we should still demand it. Because nobody has confidence in our elections anymore. After this, all right, after 4 years of them screaming Russian interference with the elections and hacking and things like that the Democrats were carrying on and on and on about, and now all of a sudden we're supposed to trust the election? For 4 years, they've been telling us, our elections were hacked and Russian interference and all that stuff. That Hillary won. Hillary actually really won. Blah, blah, blah. And then Hillary turns around and tells Joe Biden, don't concede. Well, Trump knows good advice when he hears it. He's not conceding. And I don't blame him. I don't want him to. I want a new election. Period. I don't care. I actually don't care. I really don't care anymore. I want a new election, paper ballots, voter registration. All the ballots has to have a barcode. Because let me tell you something. If the census, which we have done, if we were able to do the census and all those addresses had a barcode on them, it had a control number on them. So when you got your census thing in the mail and that questionnaire and you filled it out, that barcode was associated with your address. And if we can do that for the census, and that's just a population count, this wasn't even looking for political affiliation or what people wanted. This was just population count. If we can do that, then why can't the elections be done the same way? Anyway, I'm Lucky One. I want to say thank you for tuning in. I hope everybody learned from this. This is just one bit of example of the stuff, the shenanigans going on with our elections. So I'll be on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern on tfrlive.com. Brooks will be on Sunday. He's probably going to find this video interesting. So he'll be on Sunday night, 8 p.m. And be sure to tune in when, well, actually, after this, I think everybody should tune in all the time. Make us your talk radio station. All right. Anyway, I love you guys, and we will talk to you later. Be sure to go to Truth Frequency News page on Facebook. That's the official Truth Frequency News page. And I'm Elizabeth McCabe, otherwise known as Elizabeth McCabe and Lucky One. All right. See you guys soon. Love you.